Aloha. Just waxed up this new board, put a new deck pad on, it's ready to go surfing. Now I'm going to show you how you can put your own design, as I did this mermaid on this board. Shaka. Hey, DC here. Today I'm going to do a video to show you how to spray paint your own surfboard if you want to put your own design on it. A lot of boards are basically white, and that opens up the door for adding whatever design you would like to do. First thing I always like to do is come up with a sketch. So here's a sketch I did that I'm gonna put on this new board I just got. I decided to do a mermaid, but there are a lot of different things you can do. You can do basic shapes, lines. Go through the internet, there are a lot of options there also, but today I'm going to try and put this mermaid onto my new board. So here's the board I'm going to be working with. I'm really excited about this board. It's a 511 4 fin mini mal type shape by degree 33. So first thing you want to do with your new board is to prepare the surface so that the paint can actually stick on the board. So just get yourself either a sanding block or some sandpaper, and you just want to work the area that you're going to be doing your design on. Just roughen it up. That'll give the paint something to stick to. Okay, after you get it sanded down, again, you don't have to go real crazy, just a light sanding. You want to get yourself some duct tape. I have some frog tape here. So what you're going to want to do is basically cover your board in all the areas that you are going to have the design on. So just take the tape, whatever length you need. What I'm going to do also on this painting, I want to keep my degree 33 emblem, so I'm also going to cover that up. So continue putting the tape on your entire board until you have all the area down that you're going to have the design on. And you can even go a little further, because there are going to be some areas like up here on the nose I do not want to get paint on. So just keep adding tape until you have whatever area you're planning on putting your design on. And not a big deal as you work your design. You see you need to add some more tape. You can always add some more. Just add it on until you're ready to do your design. So when my board showed up, I knew there was a 33-degree emblem on the board, but I wasn't exactly sure where it was located when I was drawing my sketch of the mermaid. After looking at the board, I added into my sketch a circle which simulates the 33-degree emblem. Now I've determined I'm going to have to basically do a mirror image of the mermaid because the logo is on the opposite side of the board. So now what you want to do is get yourself a pencil and begin drawing your design on the tape. So I'm continuing on with the sketch. I have the mermaid rotated to a mirror image so I can keep in the logo. Might be kind of hard to see, but what you want to do is get it in pencil where you want it, and then we're going to come back with a marker and go over the pencil lines. I'm going to be doing multiple colors on my design, which makes it a little trickier, which we'll show you a little bit further in the video. Another thing you can do is in each area you might want to put like an initial on what color you're proposing a certain shape to be. For example, the middle of the flower is going to be the white board, so I put a W just to remind myself. So I think I have it sketched out in pencil how I want it to look. Next step, you want to get yourself one of these utility knives or an X-Acto knife, and depending on what colors you're using, you need to cut out the area on your shape so you can do your first color of spray paint. On my design, first I'm going to spray paint this flower, so I need to cut it out. But remember, you want to save the tape outline that you cut out, because you're going to have to put it back over what you painted so that when you paint the other next color, it saves your original color. I'll show you what I mean now. We'll just cut out and follow the area until you get it all cut out. So then as you cut it out, start working up the area you cut out. Again, we want to save this so we can put it back over what we've painted, which is the flower in this case. So work it up and just take your time, peel the shape up. Okay, next step, have the first shape cut out with the X-Acto knife, which is going to be the flower. And you can see I even added a little paper here and also put some tape over some of the pencil lines that I don't want to get covered up by the red paint. So I got some red spray paint here. Shake it up real good. And then just, you don't want to get too close to it or it'll run. Just give it a shot. There you go. There's the first color. Now we have to let that dry. Okay, now for the next highlight color. You can see I cut out the shapes. These are the highlights in the hair that I'm going to use this blue color on. And then just cover up the other areas that you don't want paint on. Also, again, I kind of covered up the pencil lines as well, so that I can peel those back off and still see where the pencil lines are. Okay, now let's let that dry a little bit. Okay, so now what we're doing is removing the tape for the next area that we're going to be painting, which is the black section. So use the X-Acto knife to cut around the pencil line areas, and then just remove the masking tape. I think I said duct tape earlier, but this is masking tape. Probably don't want to use duct tape, that would be too sticky. So just continue pulling off the tape in the next area, and what we'll have to do is cover up the blue and the red that we want to remain, those colors, and then after we paint the black section, then we can pull that tape back up and it will keep the blue and the red there. Alright, so now after you've let it dry, come back and you want to put the pieces you cut out back over your blue pieces or whatever other color you're going to save so that when now we paint the black, we can then remove these pieces over the blue later. Alright, I think I got everything covered up now. All the blue areas that I painted before. Again, I just covered those back up with the tape that I cut out. Might be an easier way to do it, but I haven't figured it out. This seems to work pretty good, so it's a little painful, but gives you a good result. And there goes the black. So now one of the last areas is the tail section, and I'm cutting out the area of the tail and then pulling the tape off. And just continue to pull it off until the dark green area is ready. Now here we are painting the tail section. It's getting pretty dark out here. I'm trying to get it done today, so let it dry real good and put the clear coat on tomorrow. Just remember, you don't want to probably get too much detail on your design, because if you're going to be surfing it, you're going to have wax on it. That's going to cover up a lot of the detail. So now at this point we have all the painting pretty much done. What you can do is come back and start removing the tape off of pretty much all the areas now. Taking the tape off of the red flower area. You can see it's turning out pretty nice. Just pull it all off, piece by piece. Just keep going. Just keep pulling it off. Still pulling tape. Don't want to pull it too fast, just in case some of the paint may not be fully dry. You possibly could pull up some of your paint. Just do it kind of slow and easy. See it taking shape. Coming off real good. Just got a few pieces of tape left. The last pieces I have some little accent pieces I added, like little scales or something. Now here we are, day 2. Got all the painting done. Let the paint dry overnight. Just make sure it's nice and set up. So next step, final step, is we're going to cover it with some clear matte spray just to seal over the paint, just to harden it up a little before we put the final coat of wax on it and paddle out. So I'm going to just cover up the nose of the board just so kind of limit the area of what we're spraying on. Put that as so. Just take this off real quick. So you just get your clear spray and just kind of hit it. Hit it with that clear spray and then you're good to go. Hope you guys are able to come up with a good design and have fun.